welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome, and make sure you hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. Okay, also share this video. As you can see from the title, I'm gonna just let some things off my chest and whatever is on my mind. It's really been bothering me, and things that I've been going through, not even relationship wise, but friendship wise. I told y'all, as I said before, if it's not relationship issues, it's always friendships. And I'm gonna say this, I guess you could say this is gonna be a story time plus me expressing how I feel about this person / these other people. So before I even just talk about this person, I'm gonna say this. How can I put it? Okay, so you know how when you go through a situation and you figure you could share that with your close friends or people you feel like is really genuine and may be able to help you. So yeah, like I told you guys before, I was just in situations where like people helped me and it didn't seem genuine, and this is another case. Recently I just found out that I am expecting another baby. I don't know yet if I'm gonna share that journey with you guys yet, just because I feel like honestly right now in my life I'm just trying to get rid of all the toxic issues, all the toxic people that don't belong in my life, all the toxic energy. I'm just trying to get rid of all of that before I start focusing on this new journey once again that I'm about to start. Like you guys know, I just had a baby about 7 months ago, and I found out I got another one on the way. And when I found that out, I didn't tell anyone right away. I waited until I took a test. Yeah, I took a test first, and then I waited till I went to the doctor. Everything was fine. I don't know the gender yet. I will find out soon, and if I decide to share that with you guys, I will. Depending on how I feel, because it's just a lot going on right now. So those who get it, get it. Basically, when I posted, after me going to the doctor, when I posted my new baby on the way, mind y'all, I posted this on Facebook. Mind y'all, I don't be on social media like that, especially Facebook. Facebook has always, to me personally, Facebook has always been so toxic to me personally, and it's always brought so many problems and drama into my life, because Facebook is where I know people that I went to school with personally. I know people that I met in person personally. It's not like Instagram where I have random people follow me and who don't know me personally like that. So yeah, I do have Instagram, but I don't ever have problems or drama, like heavy drama on Instagram. Every time I post something on Instagram, people show love, people support me on there. So I rock with Instagram more than anything. And so I dropped a photo of my belly and my pregnancy test on Facebook, and I got a lot of negative feedback. And now, I'm not the only person in the world who goes through it with a significant other or their baby daddy, baby mama, however you want to say, wife, husband. And me dropping that pregnancy announcement, I'm thinking I would have people like, hey, wow, I'm so happy for you. Instead of saying the things they said to me, they were majority of them were like, congratulations, but is it from your baby daddy? And they were saying it in a sarcastic and rude, disrespectful way. And I'm like, okay, why does it matter if it's from my baby daddy? First of all, yeah, I may have, my mistake was posting everything that I was going through with him at that time. And being that, I'm a new mother and I don't know much about fully motherhood yet, but I'm still learning day by day. Nobody's perfect. So it's the emotions, it's the hormones I'm going through. Of course, I'm going to post how I'm feeling. Of course, I'm going to post what I'm going through, and especially since I'm already a content creator, I would think that people would understand where I'm coming from, but not on Facebook. Especially Facebook was my biggest mistake, posting what I posted at the time about me going through what I was going through with him. And I wasn't bashing him, it was just me just posting what I was going through. So people was like, oh, congratulations, but I hope it's not from your baby daddy. And they were just asking me, constantly asking me, is this from the same person? Clearly, yes. Clearly, and this is no shade to anyone who got multiple baby daddies, multiple baby moms, but I feel like it be the people who have multiple baby moms or multiple baby daddies that feel like they had to add their 2 cents into other people's business. First of all, so what? I'm having another one from the same person. I'd rather it be like that than to me constantly be having babies from different people that I don't plan to be with, or that don't mean no good to me. So it's the fact that these same people was bashing me and asking me, is it from the same person, and was literally being disrespectful about it because the way they was asking me, I felt like that's none of your business, first of all. So yeah, like I had people that was asking me that, and then one of the people that was asking me that felt away because I blocked her. And this is no shade, but it's like at the end of the day, yeah, you may help me last year when I was pregnant the first time, and you sent me something through my baby registry, and you claim like you wanted to help me. No, my biggest mistake was opening up to these people and thinking they meant good to me. Some people will literally help you just to get in your business, and like not only that, they'll expose what they did for you to other people. So let's say you and that person fall out, they'll expose to another person or to other people, groups of people, what they did for you, because they feel like, oh well, I did this for her, I did that for her, is she gonna act like that with me? Okay, I never asked this person. I set up a baby registry and I shared it on my Facebook. All I did was send to her the baby registry. It was like, if you could do it, I appreciate it. I never begged her to send me whatever she sent me. So she felt away because I blocked her, because her comment was kind of shady. She was like, congratulations, but I hope it's not from your first baby daddy. Like, girl, why would you say something like that? I feel like that's very shady and it's not your business if it was or if it wasn't. So what? It's from my first. This is my first and only baby daddy. I don't have no other baby daddy. So it's like, and people that know that, they feel away because it's like, wow, you just posted this about him and you just posted that about him. Now you're posting you got a baby about him. And they don't realize, like, in that time, me posting whatever me and him was going through, yeah, me and him was still talking. Of course, we got a kid, we were still talking, communicate. So, like, the math is math. Of course, that's going to happen when I just had a baby from him. This is our first time being first-time parents, and my first time being a first-time mother. So, like, it happened. It clearly it was meant for this to happen, this second one to happen the way it happened. But the fact people was bashing me in the comments talking about, oh, I hope it's not from your first baby daddy, or is it from the first, who's your baby daddy? Like, why does that matter? Just like y'all say it's disrespectful to ask a fat girl, excuse me, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but just like y'all say it's offensive to ask a fat girl or a big girl, is she pregnant? It's the same way. You don't ask a woman, especially if you're a female going to another, if you're a woman going to another woman, asking her, is it, how many baby daddies she have, or is it from the same baby daddy? Why would you do that? That's not your business. So yeah, like, I blocked that person because I felt away. And then when I blocked her, my God, like, this, I just got so much going on when it comes to friendships. None of the people that I felt like was my friend was not really my friend. So another girl that knew this girl that I blocked her, basically we knew each other from the school we went to, job course. I'm just gonna put it out there, job course. I'm not gonna say no names, but job course. That's all that needs to be known. I guess the girl felt away, I blocked her, so she went back and told this girl that I blocked her, and then the girl hit me up days later talking about, oh, she was asking me questions, and she was like, oh, so why'd you block such and such? And I'm just like, because what she asked me was a rude and disrespectful question. I don't like that, and I didn't feel like, yes, she may help me, but I didn't feel like that help was genuine. Like I said, some people may not help you, but it may not be genuine. It may be just a way to get in your business and just a way to feel like they have it up on you, like you always got to go to them for help. No. So this person recently helped me too, like, and it's crazy because I didn't ask her. Me and her was on the phone one night, and we was just talking, like, catching up and talking, and I just said I was hungry. I never asked her to buy me no food. She offered, so I was like, cool. You offering, cool, like, no problem. I was gonna say, I kept telling her, like, well, I was gonna say, like, no, thank you, like, it's cool. She was like, girl, you're pregnant, you're hungry, I got you. So I'm like, okay, cool. She offering, okay, cool. And that's my problem. I gotta stop taking what people offering to me just because I feel like they're being genuine. That's not being genuine, because the same girl, me and her had already fallen out last year. That's another story for another day. Yeah, so this girl basically texted me about her friend and was like, oh, you can't keep doing that to people. That's how you blocking your blessings. And I said, first of all, if I feel offended and I feel like what she said was disrespectful, yes, I'm allowed to block, delete anything or anyone that I want to. If I don't want no parts of what they bring me, of that negative energy they bringing me, Okay, so be it. That person, she only helped me one time. She only sent me what she sent me through the baby registry one time. And for you to jump in my business, whatever she said to you, you should have just cleared that. You should have never even came to me about that. Y'all should just let that go. But that just made me think y'all was disgusting me anyways. And then for some reason that situation was brought up, because why would you come to me and ask me why I blocked your friend? Technically, me and this girl, not even me or the other girl wasn't. I don't think we were really real friends like that. It was just like associates, like, you know. So yeah. So while that, in the meantime, while that was going on, I had another friend, and I gotta stop calling these people my friend. That's the thing, I struggle with calling people my friends who's not my friend, and it's like, dang, I gotta stop doing that. Even when my mother was still alive, she would say, girl, you need to stop calling these people your friends just because they may help you, or just because you talk to them don't mean they're your friend. It's the difference between having friends and associates, and sometimes you gotta separate those two, because a real friend not gonna do what I'm about to tell y'all, what I just went through about a week ago. And it's crazy because everything happened within a week. So, okay, so this girl, I'm gonna name her Brittany. I'm not gonna say her real name. I'm gonna name her Brittany. I knew her since middle school. I don't think I ever had any issues with her in middle school, but for some reason, like, we just, you know, they say you go your separate ways from people you went to school with. So it was one of those situations. She popped back in my life last year around the time my mother passed away. My mother passed away in August last year. She came back into my life around October. I still got the receipts. So, yeah, she hit me up 2 months later after my mom passed. I guess she seen I was on Facebook. I don't know if she could have been browsing my page or whatever you want to say. She hit me up, asked me how I've been doing, and I just told her, you know, what I was going through. And around this time, I was going through a vulnerable situation. My mother passed, and then I got a baby on the way, so that's a lot. So of course, since I'm so going through so much, and I'm grieving and being vulnerable, I'm opening up to somebody that I figure will be able to help me and be there for me. But yeah, like, it seemed like that at first. So me and her was talking, and me and her been talking, like, when she came back around that time, me and her been really talking and talking and talking. I've been just opening up to her, letting her know what I've been going through. Red flag number one, don't do that. I can't keep doing it to myself, because the more I do that to myself, the more I'm opening up my life to more drama, to more toxicity, and blocking my blessings, because I can't keep doing it. Just because you knew people for so long and you knew them from your childhood don't mean they mean any good. Just because they help you don't mean they mean any good. This is why I'm making this video right now. Why I have the chance, because I really have things to get off my chest, and I'm just so tired of letting my guard down when it comes to people in general, not just relationships, but when it comes to people in general. So Brittany, she once she seen what I was going through, and I was just telling her, you know, things about what I was going through, and she was like, well, if you ever need a place to stay, just let me know, or you can always come up where I'm at. She don't live in Florida. She lives in Georgia. She used to live here in Florida, but she moved to Georgia. So recently she was like, well, you know, like, I think you should just come up here. It'd be nice for you and the baby to have a fresh start. So I was like, okay, cool. So let's see, I booked my ticket, right? Probably like a week before I booked my ticket, and me and her were still talking or whatever, and she was like, oh, what do you need for the baby? Let me know. I'm gonna start getting stuff for him, and when you come up here, everything will be set up or whatever. So like, I never asked this girl to buy anything for my baby. She even wanted to be the baby godmother, my baby godmother. This is prior last year when she came back to my life. She was asking, can she be his godmother? Mind you, I had other people that wanted to be his godmother too, and I'm just like, I don't know, because I don't really trust the godmother thing. People say they want to be in your kid's life, then they act like they care, but then when you fall out with them, they stop caring about your kids, or they just don't feel genuine when it comes to that. So yeah, like, since I figured she was my child's godmother, I'm like, okay, why not go up there and see what it's about? You know, like, fresh start, get away from everything, and start my life and get myself together. So I was up there, not even for that long. Like, I literally went there 2 weeks ago. Literally if I found my ticket, I could show y'all, post my ticket in this video. See, I don't like posted all my business, but when it comes to backing up receipts, baby, I got it. 'Cause I don't like when people say, oh, she lying, she lying, she lying, she lying, she lying. No, I have no reason to lie. I'm expressing how I feel, and how I feel is how I feel at the end of the day. If I take it that way, if I get offended, I'm going to let it be known. So, yeah, like 2 weeks ago, I went to Georgia. Mind y'all, my family was warning me about going there. They was like, you sure you want to go up there? Maybe you should take time to really think if you want to go there, because I don't think you should go up there that fast. And I'm just like, why not? Maybe I could check it out. If I don't like it, I could just come back home. Because I don't have, mind y'all, another thing, I don't have no money. So I'm going up there, no money, broke, with my baby. Nobody is there with me but this girl who I knew from school. And me and her was, I guess you could say, friends. I just thought that since she claimed she wanted to be my child's godmother, me and her would be more close than what happened. But it wasn't like that. The first day I got in there, I felt like it was fake vibes and stuff. And it was like, mind y'all, before I left, like, God was showing me signs that this is not the way, this is not it, this is not for you, this is not for you, don't go, don't go. He showed me 3 signs. Y'all, when God shows you something, believe it. When you get that discernment and get that gut feeling about something not right, don't ignore it, believe it. The day that I was getting ready to leave to go up to Georgia, it was raining. Mad crazy here in Florida. For those who live in Florida and know, you know, Florida gets crazy when it comes to the weather. So it was raining mad crazy. Mind y'all, like, my grandma and my aunt, they was driving me to the bus station. That was the first, this is the first time. Wait, was this the first time? Okay, the first time it was raining. That was the first red flag or sign, whatever. The second red flag was my grandma and my aunt was driving me, trying to get me to the bus station so I can catch the bus to go up to Georgia. Mind y'all, we spent like 2.5 hours trying to find the station, trying to find the bus station, and it was raining. So plus we got caught in traffic. I'm just like, it might not be meant to go. Even my aunt said, it might not be meant for you to go, girl. Like, you sure you want to go? And I'm just, I should have told her, like, don't worry about it. I'll take you, just turn back around and take me back home. Because it was almost time for me to go. Like, when it got close to that time for my bus to leave to Georgia, I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to make it. And then when we finally got there, I did make it. I still had time to get on the bus and get my stuff together and get the baby on there safely. I did make it, but once we got to Orlando, when we got to Orlando, I don't know, for those who know, whoever catch Greyhound and those type of, not the plane, but Greyhound buses when it comes to traveling, and you know, you have to switch buses after your first destination. If you go into another destination, you gotta switch buses. Yeah, it was one of those. So when we got to Orlando, it was like 10 something at night, and we waited on the bus. Well, we got off the first bus, waiting on the second bus. So when the second bus arrived, it was the mega bus. When the second bus arrived, I almost was not about to get on the bus because my ticket, it said one passenger, one passenger. Mind y'all, my baby, he's an infant. He's only 7 months. So me thinking, okay, I don't know if y'all really know or not, but I don't think I didn't have to pay for an extra ticket for not a baby, not an infant. So me and the bus driver basically almost got into an argument, and I was crying to him, telling him like, "Hey, I gotta get on this bus. Like, if I don't get on this bus, I'll be stuck out here. You know, yes, I'm still in Florida. I'm still in my hometown where I have family that can come get me, but they're hours away from me. I live in Miami, so imagine if I'm in Orlando, my family's in Miami. It's 10 something at night. There was no way my family probably, even though it's not impossible, but in this case, it was already getting late. And I didn't want to be stranded out there with my baby. So I was crying, basically telling him, like, look, I got to get on this bus. Because if I don't get on this bus, I'm going to be stranded out here all night. And I'm not trying to wait till the next morning to see if might as well go back home. Because the next morning, guess what? This ticket would have went to waste. So I would have had to buy another ticket. And I would just took myself back home. And that was just too much stress. So, plus I didn't have no money. So he was just like, okay. But he was being so rude about it, and I'm just like, why is this man being so rude about it? Instead of explaining to me, hey, you have to pay for it. Why? I don't know if it's because I had the baby car seat or whatever the case may be, but he had like a little attitude. He didn't want to let me get on the bus at first. So eventually he let me get on the bus, and yeah, so we made it to Georgia the next morning. And when we got there, the first day I got there to the girl house, Brittany, it seemed kind of like fake, like for one, this is another summer my baby pooped on her carpet. And I was just like, okay, this is good. This is not going to work out. Because she was just like, oh, your baby pooped on the carpet and blah, blah, blah. She wasn't arguing with me about it. She was just like, oh, your baby pooped on my carpet. I'm like, he's a baby. What do you expect? You know, like, and I didn't want him to do that. I was in the shower because I went on in the shower and they took care of him so I could go in the shower and do what I need to do. So, yeah, like, the first day I got there, me and her was just sitting down talking, and she was observing my baby, and she was like, oh, well, Maja, like, I don't like putting my complete business out there, but like, if I show y'all what my baby look like on camera, of course, my baby look cute, my baby's adorable, but people are gonna say, oh, he's too small, he's too small, he's too small. No, he's not too small. He's very healthy looking baby. Just because he don't look like the big babies that y'all see walking around that look real chubby and big, like don't just close it from that. So she was just like, oh, well, Georgia don't play that up here. If your baby don't gain a good amount of weight, they will take him away. Like she said to my first day got in there, and I'm just like, okay, why is you saying that to me? First of all, like, look at him. He's already a healthy, good amount of weight. He's chunky already. He may not be chunky like most how they expect for today's babies to look, but he's chunky. He's healthy. I feed him a lot. Like, he does eat his food, and now since he's 7 months, he can eat table food. He can eat food instead of milk. So when she said that, I'm just like, I took that. I was like, I rushed it off. Okay, cool. My next day there, she said it again, and she was also complaining about him crying, about him puking. I'm like, he's a baby, he's gonna puke. I work him, I do what I need to do on my part, but she kept complaining about him crying, puking. She was like, oh, if I take you to the doctor up here, she basically said again, if I take you to the doctor up here, they don't play that. Georgia don't play that up here. They will take your baby away. Like, she just kept saying that I was up there in Georgia for a whole week. I literally just got back this past Sunday. What was Sunday date? I don't know if it was 25th or whatever, but like, I just came back, so I was only up there for a week. But she kept saying it over and over, and then like one of those days, she said to him, she was like, oh, she said to him, like, you need to get together, little man. Do you want your mama to go to jail? I'm like, girl, why did you say all these slick behind comments? What's the problem for her? What's tea? Like, why are you saying these slick behind comments talking about, oh, I'm going to go to jail? First of all, I'm not going to go to jail. Now, like, I just feel like as a friend, if you feel like it was something severely wrong with my child, and being that she's a mother herself, so I feel like it's always the people that's always like that's claiming they understand my situation, that's similar to situations like me, that understand, but they don't. She's a mother herself, so the fact that she even said that to me multiple times, and then when I confronted her about it, like the day before I left, when I confronted her about that, she was just, oh, I didn't mean like that, I was just telling you and warning you that Georgia don't play that. But she kept making shady comments about my baby. Shady little comments, and then her baby, her daughters was all, and I don't like talking about people's kids. I don't. But if I feel like, now that I have a kid and another one on the way, when it comes to my kids, I'm going to do what it means to protect mine. So for me, that I don't want your kids near my kids, because yeah, they're bigger than both of my kids, and I don't want them to hurt my kids, I'm going to let it be known. So yeah, her daughters is a little older. They're like 7 and 10 years old, and they were playing a little rough with him, and I'm just watching them. I'm watching them the whole time, watching them playing a little rough. I'm like, okay, y'all, chill out. Y'all can't pick them up like that, because, you know, being that they're kids, they're not strong enough to really hold the baby like that. So I'm just like, all right, y'all, be careful. Please don't drop my baby. That's all I said to them. So they was just kissing on him, just like telling him, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Kissing on them, putting their fingers all in his mouth, just like, don't do that. And basically, like, it just felt like a whole setup, because she just kept bringing up DCF and bringing up the fact that my baby is going to get taken away from me. I'm just like, okay, girl, what's the problem? Why are you so pressured about my baby getting taken away from me? So when she felt like I felt away about it, I discussed that with my family. And I literally was talking to my family on the phone every day since I was there. From day one to up until I left, I was on the phone with my family, and I was just letting them know what's going on. They was like, yeah, girl, you gotta get the heck out of there. It seemed like a setup. And it did give us a setup box. Her plan was to take my baby away, get my baby taken away from me, and kick me out. And I would have been walking around Georgia homeless. She probably would have sent me to jail, got me in jail, whatever the case may be. But her plan was to get my baby taken away from me, either so I can't have him or so she can have him, or whatever her plan was. But because her plan didn't work, I know she feel away right now. This is not to bash her, but this is to express how I feel, because I'm so tired of people feeling like just because they helping me, they have a right to treat me a certain way, or they have a right to talk to me a certain way. And that's not fair. As a friend, you shouldn't do that to somebody you helping, especially. You offered to help me. I didn't ask you. You offered to help me. You opened your home up to me. So the fact I came all the way up there where I don't know nothing about, and mind you, the neighborhood she lives in is not like somewhere, of course, it's not like Florida, where in Florida you go outside to the store right there, you go across the street like it's nothing. But up there, it's like everything is just so far out, and I don't know nothing about Georgia. So anybody could snatch me and my baby up, and that's what she was looking for. So the last couple of days of me being there, my baby ran out of milk. I told her about it. This girl lied and said it wasn't no milk. Lied and said it wasn't no milk. Literally lied and said it wasn't no milk, right? So I'm just like, how is it no milk? But when I'm looking online, it says there's milk everywhere. Walgreens, Target, Walmart, all over. So you mean to tell me you can't get me, I just need one can of infant milk. She don't even know, in my mind, I was already packing up, getting ready to leave. Probably, this is like 2 or 3 days before I was getting ready to leave. So I ended up having to reach out to someone on my side to see if they could help me get this milk. And they did. And thankfully, I was able to get that. But mind y'all, like, this girl was acting very weird. Like, she had evil plans and intentions to plot against me. She didn't want me to know her address. She didn't even want my family to know her address. And I'm just like, well, why can't I know your address? And why can't my family know your address in case of emergency and they got to come get me? Like, making any sense. So it's definitely giving setup vibes. I don't know where I'm at. I had to keep checking my maps out to see where I'm at. And she was just telling me, oh, don't go by the addresses on the map, because apparently she used another address. But once I got that milk ordered to her house, I got her address. So I screenshotted the address just in case I needed somebody to come get me in case something happened. So she didn't even know I did that. So like, the whole situation just felt so fake and weird, because for one, like, for the first two or 3 days I was there, she was cooking for me. After that, I wasn't even eating like that, y'all. And I told her, I said, look, whatever you cook for your kids, I don't mind. I told her this before I even went up there. Whatever you cook for your kids, I don't mind. Like, I eat chicken, I eat steak, whatever you plan to cook. Because I don't like going to a stranger's house and going to their house and cooking. Because I don't like, that's just me. Even though she said you can go cook for yourself, no. I don't want to go in your kitchen and cook something, and if something goes wrong, then I got to get blamed for it. If something goes wrong in your kitchen or something goes wrong in your house, I got to get blamed for it. So she was like, girl, you know you can fix. I'm just like, no. So she basically wasn't offering, once things started getting tense, she wasn't even offering me no food no more. Mind y'all, this girl had all her snacks, all her water, all her juice hidden up in her room. So literally, I barely was eating, barely was drinking. I was dehydrating. Me and my baby did not feel comfortable there. I was dehydrated because she didn't have, especially when it comes to water. When you go to somebody's house, you would think they'll have at least water set out for you, so if you're thirsty. I don't really care about soda. I just at least want to know that I could drink some water. This girl had all her snacks, water, juice, all the stuff that I may need to get access to put up in her room. Mind y'all, like, for some reason, every time I have problems with people, it's not people my size. It's always people bigger than me. So this is a big bag. And this is nothing against the big community, but I'm just saying it's always the big bags, always the people that's bigger than me, that's bullying me and trying me. And it's not right. And I don't feel like I should keep going through this. Just like the other 2 girls I told you about in the beginning of the video, they're bigger than me too. They're big bags as well. So, and I'm just keeping it real. So yeah, like, the whole week I was there, I was literally on the phone with my sister, and I felt like she felt the way about it. Even my sister peeped that, because like, she would say shady little comments every time I get on the phone with my sister. Oh, I'm gonna let y'all talk, I'm gonna go in the room. And even my little 10-year-old brother, the first day I got in there and my 10-year-old brother seeing her and talked to her on FaceTime, my brother told my sister that he didn't feel the vibe about her, and he felt like something was gonna happen. And guess what? He was right. Even little kids know. So when you got a kid that's very intelligent and very smart and they have discernment, do not take that for granted. And yeah, like, my little brother and my sister was not feeling the vibe at all. They was like, girl, you need to get out there before that girl try to do something to you and the baby. And they was right. The girl plan was to get my baby taken away from me, especially the fact she kept bringing up she kept bringing up DCF and talking about, oh, Florida failed him. He has supposed to stay in the hospital longer because he's underweight and blah, blah, blah. She kept really plotting and wanting my baby to get in the hospital just so they could take him away. That was her plan. And because her plan failed, I know she felt a way about it. But my thing is, if you got a problem with me, take that out up against me. Don't take it against my child. Somebody's supposed to be your godchild. You didn't want to buy him no milk. You sat in the room the whole time I was there. You sat in your room, run your mouth on the phone. Mind y'all, I hear her on the phone talking about me to somebody, talking about DCF, talking about, oh, she wasn't said directly, but I knew she was being shady towards me because I'm the only one in her house right now. I'm the only one I'm seeing in her house right now that she helping. And since I've been there, she was bringing up DCF. So she was talking about, oh, she said something about people don't know how to take care of their kids. That's why their kids going to get taken away. And then when she went amongst to say something about YouTube, talking about, oh, well, she can't rely on YouTube. YouTube can't be the only way she get paid. I haven't even started getting paid yet for YouTube. And you already talking about my YouTube channel? This is how I know, like, people really be wicked and be watching me, wishing bad stuff on me. So I know she probably watching me right now or have been watching me, and that was her plan, was to get me to where she's at, just to do what she wants to me. So, like, yeah, when I confronted her about that, because I was on the phone that day when I heard her talking to her friend or whoever she's talking to about my YouTube and about my child getting taken away, I was on the phone with my family, and I was like, yeah, like, I don't feel comfortable here anymore. I don't feel comfortable here anymore at all. And the fact that she was just like, acting real shady towards me, saying slick little comments and talking about, oh, your child gonna get taken away, Georgia don't play that. It just felt so shady, and I'm just like, wow, like, you really can't trust people like that. You can't, like, it don't matter how long you knew people. When the person shows you who they are, believe them. So the fact this girl came back into my life when I was in a vulnerable state, when I was going through something serious, I let my guards down thinking that she meant so well for me, but she really did. So yeah, like, I was on the phone explaining to my family what was going on. I guess she heard me because I was talking loud. She was already talking loud about me. She was all the way in her room talking about me. So I got loud too, and it wasn't me trying to start anything, but she started first. So she came out the room, she was like, oh, you got a problem? I'm just like, yeah, clearly you keep talking about me. You keep talking about how my child is gonna get taken away. So what's the problem? She was like, oh, I don't mean, like, she started acting like, so like she calm down and say, oh, I didn't mean it like that. I was just letting you know Georgia don't play there. I was just trying to warn you. I'm like, no. My sister and my other sisters literally heard her the whole time saying what she said. And they was like, nah, you gotta get away from that girl, because that girl is plotting on you. They literally heard her when she was saying those things about DCF getting my baby taken away from me. Literally. They literally heard her. So for you to lie about it, and then she was like, oh, she said my sister, her and my sister was cool. She's like, oh, me and Lex cool. I'm just like, girl, you sure about that? So I asked my sister, I was like, you cool with her? And my sister was like, no, I'm not cool with her. I'm just like, okay, thank you for confirming that, because she made it seem like y'all cool. Like, I didn't, let me know if I'm tripping on her. So no, like, my sister told me from day one that I got in that house, she didn't feel that vibe. And she was right. Even my other sister, my best friend's sister, she was right. So yeah, like, I gotta start really letting my guard down. And I'm just at a point to where if you genuinely not trying to help me, just stay away from me. And I already said this several times before. If you genuinely not trying to help me, stay away from me. If you only want to be in my business, just stay away from me. Because I'm tired of people helping me and then throwing it in my face how they help me just to go around to the next person and put my business out there and talk about me. I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. That hurts me. So the fact that this girl did me like that, and her kids was like, kind of like being very rough with my baby. Like, they literally like kind of scratched him in his face. And when I confronted her about that, she brushed it off like it was not talking about, oh, she told her daughter, oh, be careful with him, don't do that. Like, and she didn't even apologize to me. Then when I confronted her about that again, that same day when me and her when she came out, asked me if I had a problem with her, she literally was like, oh, my kids ain't do that. My kids ain't. So who did it? It wasn't him. It's a difference when a baby scratched itself than when a older person scratched the baby up. So, for one, your kid scratched my baby's face. It was like a small scratch, but you could tell it wasn't done by him. Two, after I realized your kid scratched my baby's face and I told them don't touch him, you definitely felt away. Three, the day or 2 days before I left, you came out in the living room and took the Wi-Fi box, your Wi-Fi box out the living room, and whatever, however you had your TV set, you cut the TV off so I can no longer use the TV. That showed me right there how petty you was and you really had a problem with me. Because why would you do that? Then you took the fan out the living room, knowing how hot it was, and you know that I'm pregnant and I got a baby in here, and we can't be in the hot conditions like that. So this girl really had a problem with me from even before I got there. Whatever her intentions was, it felt, because I just knew I couldn't be there or make it another week. And I'm glad that I got in there before it got worse. So yeah, this is why I'm just at a point to where I don't know how to say this, but I don't think I can handle another friendship or meeting. It's going to be hard for me to meet new people or meet people that wants to help me, meet people that want to be part of my life, because it's hard. And being that, like, I'm a new mother now, so I'm not perfect. I'm sure you're not perfect. So why come in my life, or why make it seem like I'm doing something wrong when I'm doing everything I can for my child? I'm doing everything I can. I take him to his doctor's appointments. I keep him clean. I keep him fed. Everything. He has a bunch of clothes. He don't have to want for anything, literally. So I'm just tired of people feeling like they have up on me because they help me or they help me. At this point, I don't think I want any help from anyone other than my family, because my family don't never give me issues when it comes to that. They don't throw that back in my face. Other than my family and close people that I could really consider family, because this is where I mess up. I always feel like I always be saying people is my friend, people is my friend, people is my friend, but they not. I gotta stop. That friend word got to stop with me, especially. And if you watch this and you can relate, let me know how you feel. So that's just how I feel. I didn't want to make this video too long, but yeah, that's how I feel, y'all. So let me know what y'all think. Any more things you want to see me posting? I'm gonna start back being more consistent and just, you know, continue this journey on YouTube, because I see clearly this is somebody who really ain't meaning no good. She never gave me words of affirmation. She, even before I went up there, she never sent me words of affirmation. She never sent me motivational stuff. She never. So I feel like a real friend would do that. If you're my real friend, you'll send me scriptures. You'll send me words of affirmations. You'll send me things to uplift me instead of trying to get in my business. So I let her know too much of my business for her to use it against me to get my child taken away from me. That was her plan. If my family even felt that was my plan. That was her plan, was to get my child taken away from me by getting in my business. She never encouraged me to do anything. She never, all she brought up the whole time I was there was about Georgia don't play that. They will take my child away. How she was gonna put my child, how she felt like if my child go to the doctor, they was gonna put him in the hospital and keep him in there for however long they wanted to, until they felt like they was gonna take him away from me, because apparently he's underweight. But if you see him, he's not really underweight. So yeah, that's just how I feel. Let me know what y'all think. Make sure you like, comment, share this video, and if you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. And that girl Kiki is out. I forgot to mention this as well, y'all. This is why I say I have a lot I have to say, and you know, it's just so much I want to express and just get it out of my system. So when I made the pregnancy announcement, I made the announcement on Instagram and Facebook. So when I posted it, this is another girl. She texted me. She was like, "You pregnant again?" I was just like, "Yeah." She was just like, "Is it about the same person?" I said, "Yeah." So she was like, "Girl, you need to get rid of it. You want to go through this again? You need to get rid of it." She was like, "You need to have an abortion." And I'm just like, why is everybody coming at me about me having another baby? So what is about the same person? And this person got 3 baby daddies. This person that told me I need to get rid of my baby got 3 baby daddies. So why would you tell me I need to get rid of my baby, but you ain't get rid of none? You ain't with neither of your baby daddies, and you ain't get rid of none of your babies. You got 3 kids and 3 baby daddies. So who are you to be talking? And so I'm talking about, I'm tired of people feeling like they have the audacity to say what they want to say to me, and feel like because they feel like they're in a better situation than me, or they may think they're in a better situation than me, but they can tell me what to do. No, you're not even in a better situation than me, first of all. And they've always been these kind of people. So why do you feel like you got to tell me what to do with my life? Like, why would you tell me I need to get an abortion? I need to get rid of my baby. I'm already far along. I'm not doing that. And I told her that. I'm not doing that. So yeah, I'm just tired of going through this with people in general. Like people that feel like they have the audacity to say what they want to say to me because they helped me, or they know so much about me, or they knew me for a long time. No, it don't work that way. So at this point, I'm just gonna start opening up to people and just not consider everybody as a friend or whatever, however you want to put it. This is just too much. Like, I can't be stressed out, and I gotta be there for my son, gotta be there for the next baby on the way. I want the best for both of them. I want to give them a better life than what I had, and just continue to do what I have to do to make sure that they have everything they want by any means. So yeah, like, for her to say I need to get rid of it, and the way she said it, it was just so weird and disrespectful. I also blocked her as well. Like, I'm not gonna be dealing with these kind of people. Like, I rather just, I want to first start when it comes to friendships as well. Like, I'm at the point to where I want to change my number, delete everybody's number in my phone, especially who mean no good to me. Delete those people's numbers out, change my number, and have a fresh, completely start. Because me thinking that going to Georgia was going to help me, but it really didn't. Yeah, I'm just tired of it. But yeah, that's what I had to add into this video. I forgot to mention it, but because so much, y'all, so much my mind. So let me know what y'all think, and see y'all next video.